So, when you were composing the music for the movie,
yes,
where did you pull inspiration from to help you do it?
You know, I did Rocky IV about 8 months before Transformers, and the producers of the movie came to me and said, we like that style of music, and we think it would apply to our movie. And a lot of my influence came from progressive rock from the 70s. So Emerson, Lake and Palmer, the group Toto, Phil Collins drum sound, all that stuff was an inspiration.
Ricky, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi there. I think that your music did a great job conveying like the emotion and the tension in certain scenes. I was curious how like the genre, you know, it's sci-fi and it's robots and it's a space opera. Did that influence like your choice of instrumentation when you were
Absolutely.
like if there's other like instruments you use specifically to get that kind of sound?
No, I didn't have any instruments in mind specifically other than it should be a synthesizer-based score. I mean, robots and, you know, all that stuff, it spoke to me as electronic and synthesizers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So following along on that answer, how'd you get started with synthesizers?
Can you speak closer to the mic?
Sorry.
Thank you. One more time? Thank you.
How'd you get started with synths?
How did you get started with synthesizers?
You know, I think I bought my first synthesizer when I was 16 years old, and I was playing in cover bands at the time, and I was, you know, really enamored with how rock groups were incorporating synthesizers into their music, and I was very inspired by that. So that's what got me into synthesizers.
So did you always want to be a composer, or were you more like want to be a band member and then just sort of got into composing?
First it was a band member, a band, you know, cover band keyboard player. I actually didn't think of composing. I moved out here with my wife in out in California with my wife in 1981 with the idea of becoming a session musician. I didn't have any thought of composing for film or TV, and it wasn't until 1982 when I met Sylvester Stallone's brother Frank. That kind of brought me into the whole movie and, you know, TV and video game it ended up being. We did 7 songs for the movie Staying Alive in 1983, and that was my first like real job in Hollywood, and that led to all the other things. So no, I didn't have any thought of being a composer until 1982.